You've seen them, right? I mean, about every year, the articles come out, what's going to be the best, the hottest, the biggest money, the easiest careers to do from home. They're enticing articles, right? Yeah, and you gobble them up hook, line, and sinker. Oh, it sounds great! Yeah, sure, blah, blah, blah. Well, now that your interest is piqued, let's talk about sort of the truth of voiceover, the voiceover business, and the number one thing you should be doing after that article gets you all excited about getting into voiceover. Okay, let's break down a few of the claims. First of all, there's bags of cash just falling to your lap for essentially talking into a mic. Well, look, it can be profitable. You can make some good money, but this takes time. You don't just start out that way. First, you have to establish relationships with people, most of the time, before they're going to trust you with their project, because that's what it is. It's a trusting relationship, a business relationship. So once trust is established, you can start getting return clients, and that's where the money is. Getting those people to just hand you job after job after job with no auditions, no nothing. So yeah, it can be profitable, but don't give up your day job right away, all right? Sure, working from home is the opportunity for flexible work hours. You can work a day job, work another job, do several things, raise a family from the comfort of your own home. You can work early in the morning or late at night. Sometimes projects require a pretty fast turnaround, and also communication's very important, so you have to be available for communication. So flexible work hours, yeah, in the beginning. Otherwise, you want to treat this as a business, and the more you can dial in work hours as you get more established, kind of true office hours, the better. To be honest, I work 7 days a week, but my office hours are generally not full days. I have the opportunity to go take care of other things and have a life outside of my studio here. So flexible work hours? Yeah, kinda. Okay, I alluded to this earlier. Getting paid to talk. Well, like I said before, kinda. Yeah, you're using your voice, you're speaking, but it's not just reading. It's acting, it's performing. If you're already an actor, or you've always been somebody who tells a great story and likes to entertain people, that goes a long way. But it's more than just, blah blah blah, speaking like a monotone drone into a microphone. No, there's more to it. You've got to bring yourself to it. And that ain't just talking. Okay, the next thing that these articles bring up is that, there's barely any startup cost. Well, compared to many other businesses, yeah, that might be true. But, and also, you can get started pretty inexpensively, as long as you've got a really quiet computer and a decent microphone and a quiet room to record in. And by quiet, I don't just mean devoid of noise. I mean, kind of treated so that there's not a lot of room reflections coming around. That goes a long way. But if you're really serious and you're going to be getting coaching and professional demos done and a website created and all that, you're going to be spending a few $1,000s. I would probably, $5,000 plus or minus for a healthy startup budget. Yeah, but then there are other business expenses to come in. And remember, this is a business, so think of it that way. Okay, the next thing I want to kind of dispel is that it's easy. Nope. No, it really isn't. Even for people who have been in this for decades. It's not easy. You're not always working, but when you're not on mic, you're marketing. You're taking care of business things like accounting, banking, outreach, keeping up those business relationships, checking in with people, touching bases with your agents, kind of things like that. So it's always kind of, I don't want to say a grind, but you're always pushing, things will never just keep flowing into your lap effortlessly. It just doesn't work like that. This is like any other acting job. I mean, you've heard the tales of people hitting the pavements in Hollywood, hit the bricks, go find a job. Well, yeah, it's kind of like this too. Only we do it, we're not hitting the bricks and walking the sidewalks from agency to agency, but we're online making communications or making introductions to agencies and clients. Direct marketing is huge. Just doing that can keep you busy all the time. So yeah, it's not easy, and it can be kind of a lonely business too. I mean, you're cooped up in a padded room all the time. There's a reason why we call ourselves kind of nutty. So think of it that way too. This is not for everybody, but is it fun? Yes, it really is fun, especially when you're working and things are going well. When that's happening, when things seem to be clicking and you're getting new clients and they keep sending you work, that's fun. Not only is the work itself fun, but it feels good. When you're not working and it's slow and the money isn't coming in, it can be frustrating. It's like I said before, it's a lot like other acting jobs like that. Sometimes it's feast or famine when it comes to income. So the article started off telling you a good story, but it was very one-sided. It didn't give you the full picture of what this is really like. But here's the thing that I kind of alluded to. The one thing that you need to do after being enticed into exploring this as a profession. It's going to sound boring, but you've got to do it. Do more research. Watch videos like this. Pick up a couple books on the subject by trusted people. Don't just believe all the glitz and the glamour and the highfalutin claims and all that stuff. 6-figure income with no problem at all. No, it's not like that. No, not at all. Is it rewarding and something that I hope to do for the rest of my working days? Absolutely. I love it. And I don't want to I'm not here to be a dream squasher or a gatekeeper or anything like that. I'm just trying to say, do your homework before you invest a lot of time in this, because this is not for everybody. If this does sound like it's something for you, awesome. I hope you'll, grab it by the reins and ride this horse to huge success. I really do. But if any of what I've said in the last few minutes makes you go, ugh, that sounds a little... Well, just do more research. Don't just take my word for it. Check out other sources. And hopefully you'll be led to a conclusion that sits right with you and will either make you go, maybe that article was misleading and that's not for me. Or what I'm saying will inspire you to keep diving in farther. Do the research, because this is going to take an investment. It's going to take a lot of time to get established, maybe years. So just make sure you're doing it as well informed as you can be. Okay? That's it for today. I feel like I'm somebody's dad giving you the talk. Anyway, did I say who I am? I'm Jan Anderson. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.